people and not just one, even though tonight is Senator Obama's night. That was probably a smart move.
Jay, as we anticipate the remarks from Senator Obama tonight, in your judgment, what's the political test for him?
You know, the expectations for Senator Obama are so huge. He gave a blockbuster speech, one of the best convention speeches I'm sure you and I have ever heard, 4 years ago. He's given a series of remarkable speeches throughout this campaign. The speech on race in Philadelphia, the acceptance, you know, the victory speech after Iowa, the concession speech after New Hampshire. The expectations are he's got to hit this thing right out of the park, and I think that's hard. And he also, as you can see behind me and you've shown your viewers, you know, they've created this stage set that will only reinforce that notion that Barack Obama is, you know, a superstar, a rock star, a celebrity. With the Greek temple behind him, you know, it's no longer a question of whether he's the Messiah. Maybe he's Zeus. I mean, these are creating tremendous expectations. Now, Obama's pretty good at giving a speech. I wouldn't bet against him, but it's a tall mountain to climb.
You know, the notion that he's going to rally the party faithful, I think we can take as a given at this point, and there will be soaring oratory and a lot of inspiration. But don't you think it's important that people walk away who are watching on television and the voters that he's trying to reach, that they walk away with a clear sense of the contrast, what an Obama presidency would mean as compared to a McCain presidency, to really amplify on the themes of a rather underrated speech here by Governor Mark Warner, which is to paint the contrast, a campaign about the future versus the past.
Exactly. Americans know that he is about change. He represents change, he symbolizes change, and he's got a compelling change motif. Now he has to explain, what does that mean? What does that mean concretely to me, you know, in America, to people, you know, who are struggling in this economy? What does it mean for soldiers overseas in Iraq? I think he needs to be not give a laundry list of detailed policy ideas, but to be very concrete about what change we can believe in means, because I think the gauzy message has gotten through. People know that. Now they want more details.
John McCain has to follow all this, Jay, and we talked a minute ago about how it's difficult to compete with something on this order. He can't do that. What he can try to do is get the news media to focus elsewhere, and if we get word about his choice for a running mate, he can do that. By Sunday, that person could appear on the Sunday programs, and by Monday, his own convention begins. What's he have to do to stop some of the momentum that the Obama-Biden ticket takes out of here?
Well, he's got a great advantage in this unusual year where his convention follows immediately upon the Democratic convention. So there's not a lot of time for the afterglow of the Democratic convention to last for weeks for Senator Obama. But what I think John McCain's task is, he has to prove to Americans that he isn't what the Democrats say he is, that he isn't just more of the same, that he isn't going to be an extension, his will not be an extension of the Bush administration. He has to also, because I think his image as somebody who's above politics, who's bipartisan, has eroded a bit as he's engaged in some traditional attack mode campaigning. I think he needs to remind people about, well, you know, what it is about John McCain that's exceptional. Not just his biography, not just the fact that he was a POW for 5 years, but what he's done in Washington.
All right, Jay Carney from Time Magazine, thank you very much. Our special convention coverage will continue here at the top of the hour with Chris and Keith. I'm David Gregory for Race for the White House. Stay with MSNBC. It's the place for politics. History will be made tonight in Denver, and it'll all play out here on MSNBC.